On the initial consolidation bill that passed in 1995, I was the author of the bill and to put it together. So we got started basically to relieve the city of its financial burdens, and the city didn't have any money and the county had a surplus. So we put it together so that we can have one government. In the charter, people today seem to think that we designed a system whereby the mayor would be a weak mayor because he didn't have any vote. But if you read the charter very carefully, it says that the mayor is the chief executive officer. And I think that because of personality, you got to have personality. If you're going to lead a bunch of people, especially politicians, you got to have personality. And if you have the right personality, you can act as a CEO. Paul Newman and Charles Devaney had no real power, but they assumed power because they were the chief executive officer of the government. If you recall, the city of Augusta had an administrator way before we got a public administrator. His name was Phillips, Charles Phillips. He'd been the city administrator for 35 years until he passed. Now, but most people forgot about that. So the administrative concept of government has always been with us. It was just with the city. And the county used to use the clerk's office used to be the chief administrative officer for the county. So my point is that we've always had an county administrator or city administrator. They had different names, but they did the same thing. Charles Phillips ran the city of Augusta. I think the government, since consolidation, has been more successful than I think I think it's been very successful, to be honest with you. And the reason I believe that is because had we not consolidated the city and county government, we would have had a bankrupt city of Augusta and probably a bankrupt Richmond County trying to bail out the city of Augusta. So I think it has worked. It has not been pretty, but it has worked. We are still prosperous. We have a budget surplus. People are still going to work. You have some 3,000 employees. So, I think we're doing pretty good. It leaves a lot to be desired in terms of the finesse and public awareness, but in terms of the nuts and bolts, I think the city government is operating pretty good. Looking back, I probably would have given the mayor a more definitive role. Not a role where he controlled the votes or the legislative process by himself, but I would give him more a definitive role as to what his job was. We did not spell out what a CEO meant. We just said he's the chief executive officer of the city, and we should have defined that, but we didn't define it.